Hi, Aquarius. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do your December 2019 general reading. This is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So remember, these are general readings. They may not apply to everyone, but please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not meant for you, it's not going to make sense. So just put it to the side. It just simply means that these messages aren't for you. But hopefully a lot of you will resonate with it, and it will bring some clarity and closure to your situation and allow you to unfold beautifully in the month of December, getting ready for 2020. It's going to be a big year. I can already feel it, guys. Just a few announcements. I will be moving next week, so I will be taking the first month of December off to get settled in North Carolina. I'm so excited for this change, and I'm ready for this new chapter. So if you would like to get a personal reading, yes, I know it's Thanksgiving week, but I will have some availability this week. If you are interested, I am still offering the 20% off all personal readings except for mini reads. And if anyone would like to get in contact with me for that, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. All of my information is down below, and how to get your discount and any information about my services or how to get in touch with me is all in the description box. Also, if you resonate with me, my energy, or these messages, please like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know how it resonates with you. And what we're really going to be focusing on is what is the past influence that is affecting your present and your future. What did that event take from you? What was the lesson? How is it helping you expand your heart? And what is your future going to look like after you process and release these events that are holding you back from being the best version of yourself? So let's get started, guys. We're going to focus on the past event first. What is going on that is holding, you from living the best version of yourself? Okay, so we have the spouse and the arts. Let's get a few more on this, see if we can get a nice storyline. No one wants to come out. Okay. One more. Thank you. Authority figures. Okay. We also have baby on the bottom, knighthood, okay, and monk or nuns on the bottom. So there could be some vows. I feel like a lot of you are learning forgiveness in this life because you have made some vows in a previous life or earlier in this life, to kind of protect and serve. Maybe you went through some things as a child that, were pretty unjust, and you feel like you have to be very guarded, okay? Covered in armor, all at a stance, especially with you being an Aquarius. The sword represents the air sign. So, you could feel like you need to keep your sword close in order to cut things out, right? Maybe you're very guarded towards, your future and the family dynamic is what I'm hearing as well. I feel like there could have been things that happened as a child where it has made you very resistant and guarded towards your future, especially within your relationships. But I do feel a strong, want or need to have a family, like a strong family dynamic. Family's very important to you, even if it wasn't very healthy. And there could be some coping mechanisms or behaviors that you've picked up from your family or from your past, and order to protect yourself, to make sure that your children or your wife or spouse, your husband, never has to go through these things again. But you might also be seeing that there are some things that you've picked up that are kind of repeating themselves, especially with karmic relationship being here. You might find yourself in a lot of karmic situations where, you know, this is kind of coming to bite you in the ass type energy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because of these past influences, especially as a child, that you've kind of picked up on certain belief systems or patterns and conditionings, coping mechanisms that are attracting karmic relationships into your life to kind of show you what is not working for you. And if you want to break that karmic cycle, then it's up for you to have enough faith in yourself to cut these ties and understand that you don't have to carry your past with you. It is simply a reminder of things that you don't want to experience anymore, especially in a vulnerable state, right? And baby is pure, precious, vulnerable, especially when you felt like you couldn't defend yourself and maybe you couldn't stand up for yourself. Maybe you weren't strong enough at this point. And, it's really affecting your relationships and how you interact, how you perceive, how you communicate, these kind of things. So with the spouse card and the arts, I feel like, maybe you're a very artistic person. Maybe you love music. Maybe you write music. You could also be someone who journals or writes, creatively expressing yourself in some way, shape, or form. Maybe when there was someone, I feel like there was someone that you kind of poured your heart out to. Okay. Maybe this is someone that you thought was the one that you were going to marry and you wore your heart on your sleeve, and it ended up being a karmic situation that wasn't really good for you. And I feel like either you or this person has a really hard time with authority figures. You don't like anyone telling you what you should do, whether this be you or the other person. But this person, someone has a hard time with, feeling injustice or feeling like you're under the gavel, feeling like you're under pressure. People are judging, criticizing, people who are dictating how you should be or who you should be. And some of you could even be surrounded by military, okay, or have a really strong, interest in planes, flying, that kind of thing. Some of you could constantly feel like life and love is a battlefield type thing. Especially with the karmic relationship card being here, I feel like there was either some of you did get married. Some of you really thought you were going to get married and that it was finalized. This was going to be it. And it really taught you a lot. Whether it was good or bad, but I feel like there's still quite a bit about your vulnerability and experiences with love that has kind of tainted the way that you look about your future or present relationships, okay? So some of you could really feel like expressing yourself through music, or music is therapeutic to you. Maybe you get a lot of signs and synchronicities through lyrics or, journaling, writing, poems, those kind of things. But no matter what it is, it's creative expression. And this is very therapeutic for you. Maybe when this relationship ended, like music saved you. It helped you process a lot. It helped you feel a lot, whether it was anger, grief, sadness, all these things. It was a form of release for you. And I feel like a lot of you still need to process quite a bit from the pain of this relationship ending, but this is a really good way for you to transmute any energy that is still lingering from these past relationships or relationship, okay? Because again, I still feel like there's a lot of forgiveness. Some of you could have even made vows like, I will never let my child go through what I went through as a kid, or, you know, protect and serve as much as I can. I'll stand up for the underdog. I'll never let myself be in this position again where I couldn't protect myself. I'll always be in control, and I'll never let someone take advantage of me like that again. So you're very guarded towards anyone who tries to tell you like what you should be or how you should be. And so you're very guarded. A lot of you could have even been in trouble in the past with the law, or, attracting people who, tend to find themselves in trouble a lot, those kind of things. So just keep that in mind. It can go a lot of different ways. So now we're going to find out, what did these situations actually take from you? Okay. So I kind of look at this as the situations that kind of robbed you of your purity, right? So let's see, what did it actually take? What did it affect? Okay. Receptivity. Yep. Makes a lot of sense. Believing in your dreams, health, I am beautiful, and heaven's door. So listen, the health card has come out 3 times, twice in the past life deck, and now in Aquarius, you're getting it in the what is it affecting. So first off, I feel with the receptivity and believing in your dreams. So especially going back to the childhood, this, whatever situation this was, it kind of kept you from like truly being open and receiving love, receiving help, having people see you for who you really are and not just who you portray to be, right? Because we all know Aquarius is awesome. We all know that Aquarius is very creative and, almost has like this mystic side to them. They're so alluring, and they can be very shy but very outgoing at the same time. So this is about like being able to sit still. So maybe these past influences have made you feel like you got to keep going and keep busy, whether that be through work or external activities, these kind of things, in order to keep your mind busy so you're not like so focused. It could also make you drive so much towards the future that you're not really enjoying your present moment. It's about not being able to sit still to really receive the information that God is trying to hand you and make you see things more clearly, especially when it comes to your dreams, divine timing, divine intervention, how everything comes into your life at the exact moment that you need it to, in order to transmute this energy back into love, forgiveness, and compassion. It's also about seeing the transformation that you're going through and trusting this process. It could severely affect your health. So whether it's depression, anxiety, like severe health issues, heart problems, liver problems, diabetes, it could affect the way that, you process and transmute pain. It also distorted your image of self and making you question, am I beautiful? Am I handsome? Am I loving? Am I worthy or deserving of this kind of love that everyone tells me is out there? it also made you like kind of look over the opportunities and the doors that heaven was providing for you. With heaven's door, there's so many opportunities for you to choose love, to walk through the door into the light, and to leave these past circumstances behind that are covered in pain and darkness, disappointment, abandonment. All these doors are opening up for you, and this pain that's kind of lingering from these past issues are keeping you from seeing these opportunities yourself. Okay. And it's like they're telling you, dream bigger, Aquarius. Believe in good, believe in love, believe in happiness, believe in blessings and miracles, because they're absolutely there for you at all times. All you have to do is be open to receiving and allowing it to happen in your favor, and trusting and having faith in the process, because it's usually when we go against our inner knowledge that things tend to blow up in our face, right? Our heart says this is good for you, but the mind says, and see, there's the planes. I was talking about the planes earlier. The mind is usually the one that creates fear and says, oh, but this isn't going to work out for you. You're going to get hurt again. You're going to feel some sort of pain. You're going to be left behind. They're not going to love you, or whatever the case may be, because these past influences are still very much affecting how you're perceiving the present moment and how you're perceiving your future. So let's see what the lesson in all of this is, okay? What is the lesson for Aquarius in all of this? Time to reflect. So again, receptivity, time to reflect, okay? So you have to realize that these people that you're coming across are your mirror. They're showing back to you either what you don't want to experience or what you do want to experience. And it's up to you to align with the energies that you truly want to experience for yourself, because we do have embrace the feminine. There are new beginnings for you. Again, heaven's door, right? But it's about breaking outside of your comfort zone, breaking outside of your shell and the things that you feel like are protecting you, but really they're just holding you back due out of fear. The feminine is listening to your intuition, listening to your inner guidance, trusting in the process and the rebirth of the doors that are opening for you and closing for you, okay? But seeing the reflection, right? If you are triggered by something, it is telling you that there is something inside you that needs to be healed and addressed. And triggers can be painful, but they're quite beautiful when you release it, because it's showing you that there are things in your life that you may not be seeing clearly. And if something feels really uncomfortable to you and you're aligning yourself with people who are triggering the hell out of you, it's just showing you that either you are continuing to align with things that you know are not serving your highest good, or the fact that there are still things you are failing to address within you. Okay? So embrace spirit. Embrace the messages, because again, you were born to create. Look at the difference. You are starting off as this little egg that's just barely cracking the surface, and now you're coming to this realization that the power is within you. The power is within you. You face your shadow. You see that light within. You break those barriers and you bust forth with your arms wide open and your light shining as incredible as it is, because this is who you are meant to be. All you have to do is have courage, strength, perseverance to move forward, regardless of the fear that is trying to keep you trapped from living your best life, and trust in the magic. Trust in the magic around you. See the blessings that are right in front of you, that are knocking on your door saying, heaven sent me to remind you who you are, Aquarius. See it as truth. Seek your destiny and be patient with the process. That is the lesson. That is freaking beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that. All right. So, how is this expanding your heart, Aquarius? How is this expanding your heart? How is this event or events expanding your heart? See, I told you, especially with the Knight Joan of Arc, this is a fucking warrior. You could even have past lives, you know, being a warrior of some kind, being in battle, military, all these kind of things. And, you know, it can leave you very guarded, especially when you've seen death, when you've seen fight, hate, superstition, all these things. Hey, Kara, how are you? And Kuan Yin. Okay, so the warrior of light and compassion. This is how it's expanding your heart. All right, so let's see what these have to say. We're going to read Joan of Arc first. So 9. All right. There we go. During Joan of Arc's heresy trial, her interrogators asked her if she was in a state of grace. She answered, "If I am not, may God put me there. And if I am, may God so keep me." Her unfaltering faith in the truth of her own visions made the impossible possible. As a teenager, she led an army that changed the course of history for France. And because of the trials, we have sworn testimony detailing the courage of her convictions and her own testimony about her visions of the Archangel Michael, who inspired the course of her actions. Act and God will act. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Act and God will act. She was standing on trial. You could have been too. And this is a test of your faith. Okay? Yeah, I love being outside, man. I gotta be outside. That's why I'm moving to the sticks. Give me a dirt road. All right. So the faith she had in her vision allowed her to take on a task that had never been done before by a young woman. Her every action chanted, "I am not afraid. I was born to do this." She is associated with the fleur de lis, known as the flower of light. It represents the Trinity, the profound truth that the Trinity would not exist without Mary, and her brave response to Angel Gabriel's call. Joan, like Mary, knows she is directly connected to the divine from within her, and she allows that connection to guide her. Joan of Arc's life is a testament to what is possible for us when we believe steadfastly in our own vision. She asks for us to move beyond our fear, to act on our truth, and to do this with the confidence of knowing that our every step is flanked with angels. Wow. This is wrapping it all together, guys. Like, I mean, I can't get over this. This just confirms everything that we were just talking about. Okay. So then we had Kuan Yin. Where are you? 104. All right. There we go. Kuan Yin is about the deep medicine that comes simply from being willing to bear witness to someone else's pain. To really listen, we have to move from the ego to the soul so that the story we are listening to doesn't become about us or trigger us. This also applies to the moments when we are listening to the story we tell about ourselves, or we tell ourselves about who we are. We are often far harsher and less forgiving to ourselves than we would ever be to someone else. Kuan Yin suggests that we listen simply with curiosity. Curiosity allows us to detach from needing to take the suffering of someone we love personally. Curiosity is a door that leads to compassion. It frees us from feeling as though we have to react to what we hear or defend and explain our part in their suffering. We can just perceive the pain that they are in, or we can finally hear our own cries of despair and not seek to judge or justify them. We can just be present to what needs to be heard. Kuan Yin is the powerful energy of giving witness to our own or to someone else's suffering, often just a calm, abiding presence of compassion is all that is needed to transform that suffering into clear light. Wow. All right. So let's see what the storyline is once you accept, process, and transmute these stories. The sun. So, talking about happy times ahead, enlightenment, seeing things clearly, finding that childlike sense of wonder, allowing yourself to be free and to be freely expressive to the people that are aligning in your life, speaking up for yourself, choosing a childlike sense of wonder and excitement and hope for your future. What does the future hold for my Aquarius? 3 of Cups, celebrating life, enjoying those around you, feeling the joy, the freedom, and the expression of all the blessings that have been held for you. Laying down the burdens, dropping the weight, picking up one single step that is going to help stabilize your footsteps moving forward, finding passion for your next adventure. And instead of carrying all these burdens with you, it is time to drop the weight. It is time to move forward in a new direction and choosing passion, choosing love, excitement, curiosity for your future. Okay, 6 of Wands. There's a lot that just dropped out, but I'm not going to read all of these, but they definitely would. So 6 of Wands. There is success coming, my friends. Acknowledgement by those around you. Seeing yourself as success. And crowning those people, giving the recognition for the people who believed in you, even in your darkest moments, and help support you, whether it be physically or energetically, through the process that you are going through. Because you know there is love to be had. There is family that is soul family waiting for you to come home. That says we can be happy. We can be secure. Star card, this is you. You don't get this card without going through a whole bunch of shit, transmuting pain, moving past fear, and choosing healing above all else. Rinsing away your burdens and your fears and choosing to balance out your physical needs and your emotions and allowing the stars to align in your favor. Because yes, there are opportunities that you probably feel like you have missed out on due to your past, and now you're being called to wake up, to resurrect yourself, to come back to the truth of the Lord and realize that justice will be served. All these demons and this dark energy, codependency, and addictions that have been trying to keep you down are now being severed. And the karmic justice is saying, it is up to you to balance the scales. Choose wisely, my friends. Because I feel like you want to give love. You want to give love so badly, but you feel like a fish out of water sometimes. You don't know how to express your emotions well. And yeah, those devil energies could come off as sneaky, you know, like almost selfish energy, feeling like you have to do whatever you need to do to protect your well-being, and yet that might have to come due to sacrificing other people's well-being and happiness. And then now you're realizing that that really wasn't the best way to go about things, and there's regret. But if you stay in this regret, you're not going to see the 2 cups, the soulmate energy right behind you, the love to be had. Move out of shame, move out of guilt, move into forgiveness, compassion, and realize who you are on a soul level, because temperance is coming. Okay? Healing, balance, divine intervention is saying that your heart and your mind will become one. Union is coming. Union is coming. The souls you are meant to be with that will help you create the solid foundation, the family that you are looking for, that you've been hoping for and praying for, is on its way. And when you recognize this and you believe in this, it will be like, yes, what took you so long? Now we are home. We are home, and we will be successful. We will do this together. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, someone who is loving, nurturing, very caring, who can honestly look at their reflection and be happy with what they see, that's not afraid to go after their dreams. Okay? Someone who might be on a journey and has already had to leave things behind. Or maybe you left this person behind, maybe they left you behind, but someone is walking in a new direction. But this was you laying down your burdens, choosing a new direction, remember? Maybe you had to leave this person in order to find your own stability, and yet they were still loving and nurturing you from afar and just waiting for you. Saying, I'll be patient, I'm going to choose my own direction too. But the divine is involved. It will always come back the way it's meant to. And maybe this is someone that you had a lot of feelings for, okay? Maybe you thought it had already been laid to rest. Maybe you felt like you couldn't properly express your emotions, or they couldn't, okay? Someone who has a lot of love to give but doesn't really know how to communicate it so well, right? Because they had to go through that process, that rebirth, okay? And yet this person, this feminine energy, was still grieving the process, the loss of her masculine. That says, I know you got to take a break. I know you need rest. I know you need time to process because you are in pain. But I still love you. I support you. But either way, I know my worth. I will move quickly wherever my heart leads me. And I know that you're on your own journey, and I've watched you walk away. But either way, healing is being done, and we will reunite some way, somehow. Okay? That's beautiful, guys. So I really hope these messages resonate with you. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know how it resonates with you. And hopefully you get something out of this that will help you understand what is going on behind the scenes that you may not be aware of. So if you need to get in contact with me, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. And, all my information is down below. I wish y'all the best of luck. Talk to you soon. Bye.